Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here. We are in the mighty metropolis of Marne, Iowa, and today we are riding a, I don't know what year this is, but it's a Royal Enfield Classic 500. Big old single cylinder. You can't buy them new anymore. It's got the bullet nacelle, or the classic nacelle on the front here, just like the other bikes do, the newer ones. This one has been modified a little bit. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But I think you can hear the mighty exhaust on her. There's Bax Recycle. If you're interested in new or used Royal Enfield or Triumph or classic British bike of any type, get a hold of those guys, baxrecycle.com. Tell them Fuzzy Biker sent you. As a matter of fact, get a hold of Jeremy or Mark and tell them exactly that Fuzzy Biker sent you. I want to hear about it. Anyway, this thing, it's got some Continental twin terrain or whatever. They're very knobby tire. We'll get off here and look at it in a minute. But this thing has been outfitted for the dirt, and it's quite an impressive looking machine, really. I think it has wider handlebars on her. Let's see how she turns here. Oh, like a dream, like a dream, like a dream. She is a rough riding thing, going slow like this on pavement because of the big knobbies, but very nice handling. I'm not going to take it on the highway because I just don't see the point. It's really not made for that. I would call this more of a city dirt bike. No, I'd call this a dirt bike. Let's see how it does here in the hill. That is the Derailleur grill. If you ever get to Marne, Iowa, give those guys a try. Look at that, all kinds of torque, all kinds of torque. It just does not want for torque. I love it, I love it. Like I said, they put a different pipe on it. They put these engine guards on it. Okay, we're gonna run down here and do a little bit of, open it up just a little bit. I can't resist. Ha ha, a little popping action there. We won't go on the highway, but we'll go back here. Y'all see those Bigfoot on the hill there? Yeah, kinda. There's 3 of them up there. It pulls like a banshee. I think the engine is about 27 horsepower, and I can't think of the torque number. I'll put that down below. It definitely has a lot of torque, though. You certainly do feel it. 5-speed gearbox. I think these weigh in the low 400s, I believe. I'm not going to take it on gravel because it's a very clean motorcycle. They just got done detailing it. It's got a great clutch. It's a very different clutch than the like the 350s or the Royal Enfield Himalayan, but it's got a very nice clutch. Look at these grips too, custom grips. Little details here like these straps. Gorgeous. And like I said, these bars are not stock. I don't believe they are anyway. It's a very upright sitting position. The fellow that built this is a very tall man, so he did his work. It really has an interesting sound, a play sound. Wants to go play, you know. We're on the edge of town. We'll open it up a little bit. These do vibrate quite a bit compared to the newer Himalayans, but still pretty good compared to the older bikes. You know, still pretty smooth compared to the older bikes. It just pulls like a dream. Pulls like a dream. I'm trying to think of what else he did with it. Blinkers. He integrated the blinkers into the cat eyes on the front, so these have become the blinkers. There's no little separate blinker at all. And then he put these kind of invisible ones on the back, and we'll get off the bike here in a minute and I'll show you all that stuff. I do not want to quit riding it. It's a lot of fun, I'll be honest. It is a lot of fun. I'm not sure what the gas tank size is. I'll put that down below. I would love to spend a day on one of these. I've driven half a dozen of these 500s, and I've always enjoyed it. They are a very special bike. There are guys that ride these across America, and of course in India these are a coveted thing. They ride them all over down there. I've got a friend who's taken his all the way up to Glacier National Park and just everywhere. You know, he uses it as kind of a little tour bike, amazingly. And he's very proud of that fact. He just loves it. They are reliable. They're built like a tank. Like I said, loads of torque. Look at that. We're not even going to shift. Just I love it. I just love it. Okay, we're going to head back so we can talk about some of the I'll show you some of the details. This is the inners of the mighty mini-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa, home of Baxter Cycle, sellers of new and used Royal Enfields, Triumphs, and British vintage bikes of all types. If you're interested in any of that, get a hold of those guys. Ask for Jeremy, like I said earlier. Tell Jeremy and Mark that Fuzzy Biker sent you. Isn't that just a cool sound? I just love it. Okay, here we are. Let's turn in here and see if we can do without getting ran over by that snake truck. It handles very well. I do like it. I do like it. It's just who I want to talk to. Okay, we're going to do this with the helmet cam. There's my Hot Rod T100. It says 569 miles on it. I don't know if that's original or if that's make sure we turn that off, or if that's been, you know, updated. Okay, so what is it? It is a 499cc overhead valve, 27 horsepower, 30 foot-pounds, 30 and a half foot-pounds, that's 42 newton meters, 8.5 to 1 compression, electronic fuel injection. This one has a kickstart and an electric start, thank God. 5-speed transmission. The forks, this says they're 35 millimeters with a 5.1 inches of travel, and they're covered. Isn't that cool? They're covered, so you don't have to worry about dirt and stuff like that getting on there. 5.1 inches is about 130 millimeters. Rear suspension is supposed to be, it says, wow, 3.1 inches with 80 millimeters of travel. Now that's for the Bullet. I don't know what this is. Also, this does not look stock. This looks like it's been modified. That does not look like a stock shock. Ground clearance in stock form is 5.3 inches. Wheelbase in stock form is 53.9. Y'all see that? That's 1,370 millimeters. And the ground clearance is 135 millimeters. And I'm not even going to talk about the tire sizes because, you know, other than their, it says 19 for the front and 18 to the back. 3.6 gallon gas tank, that's 13.5 liters. And the seat height on this is supposed to be 31.5 inches, which is about 800 millimeters. But I don't think this is a, you know, that's for a stock model. So what have we got here? Well, we've got an incredibly good looking motorcycle in my mind. He's running these Continental, let's see if I can find the Continental Twin Enduro. See how lumpy they are? Tires on them. I like the painted rims. Look at the rims, they're painted. That's really cool. The green like the bike. He's got a different fender on the front here, it looks like. I don't think that's stock. X'd out the headlight. I already pointed out the grips. I want to point out these blinkers. See that? Now watch over here. So, left blinker, right blinker. Very well done on their part. I've seen one other bike where they did that. They've got this engine guard on here. This really unique looking one. You could tear through a forest with that, I think. And then, of course, they've got the exhaust pipes wrapped, and this is an aftermarket pipe. I think that seat, I'm sure that seat is aftermarket too. Now, here are the little Bullet blinkers that I was talking about, and then, of course, an aftermarket tail light. And then if you look here, you can really see the handlebars are taller. I really like that seat, diamond patterned. Oh, I've got tank protectors. Very well done, very well done. And there's, of course, you know, a lot of this is metal. I don't know about this fender. Well, that feels metal. Anyway, if you're interested in something like this, get hold of these guys at Baxter Cycle. Hey, if the day is nice where you're at, get out there and ride, my friends. Wahoo!